So, as requested, I'm going to have a look at Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and while I'm playing, just kind of explain a bit of how the mechanics work, how it compares to previous Assassin's Creed games, how you play it or how you can play it, a bit about like the RPG elements, about the base building, the assassinations, just so that if you're coming to the game brand new, it doesn't feel totally overwhelming. So wow, that was quick. That was ridiculously quick. One thing I will say is the loading times on the Series X compared to like the Xbox One X and the Xbox One are a lot faster, and the quick resume feature, it does work. It does work with this game on the Series X. So yeah, getting back into it is a very quick and painless affair. That cat down there I found the other day. He's now the ship's cat. So this is your longboat, your Viking longboat that you use for raids. And your crew, I think your crew is basically assembled for you to begin with, but you sort of, like this guy here with the bear thing on his head. And I think this woman here, kind of meet people as part of your missions and you can recruit them into your team. So I'm just going to see, let's just go through the screens. So abilities, when you're in the world you'll find like books. They're like sort of, I think they're marked as treasure on the map. If we just quickly go to the world map, I can demonstrate. These yellow glowing spots here, that's treasure, and there can be different types of treasure. This glowing blue thing here is a world event, so that's like a sort of side quest. Obviously you've got the eagles, which are the viewpoints. That symbol there, I can't remember. Oh, that's like a game, like sort of mini game. I haven't really bothered with that much. That symbol there means there's a market. That's a dice game. That's a drinking competition. That that helmet there is a zealot, I think. And zealots, I know they were in Odyssey. I think they might have been in Origins. And they're basically really powerful. Just turn my phone off. Wherever it is. Zealots are really powerful enemies that are generally much higher level than you. And it's best not to take them on until you are like their level or not far off their level. Otherwise they'll just batter you. Generally they'll leave you alone. They'll just go past you on the road or whatever. It's only if they get given a contract to actually hunt you down. And I've come across that once in a game. I was told that if I didn't go and burn this sort of order, this contract, in time, then the zealots would read it and they would basically consider me a target. So I managed to burn it in time, so I don't have to worry about zealots. That's a stable, the horse symbol. You can go and change the appearance of your horse, and there's a wolf that you can use as your steed, your transport. I think that's a trader, that symbol there. There's a lot of things I think that aren't explained to you, or either they are explained and you just forget them, or I just forgot them. But with the like in some games you like whistle by pressing left like that, or double. I was pressing it double like that to call the mount, and it does nothing. You have to hold down the left. You have to hold down left on the D-pad to do a full circle like that. Then your mount will come. Actually, there he is. Yeah, that ridiculous wolf. So yeah, you have to hold it down till it does a full circle like that, and then it'll call your steed. Because I was doing that, it wasn't doing anything, so the horse wouldn't appear, so I'd end up having to run everywhere, and obviously that takes longer, so a lot of the world that I've discovered so far was done on foot. The world is massive. It's like a huge part of England, if not most of it. you start off here. You start off in Norway to begin with. Don't think I can get I don't think I can get Norway on the map at the moment. You spend like the first 2 or 3 hours in Norway. Then you sail to England, where some Viking clans have already settled, so there's already a Viking presence, but you're sort of settling your own clan, the Raven clan, in Britain. And you start off here at Ravensthorpe. And this is where your settlement will be based. And as the game goes on, as you do raids, which you'll do on monasteries like this mainly, you attack a monastery and steal its treasure. Obviously, if I highlight that, you'll see on the bottom right, it says suggested power 160. How you can see your own power is if you go to skills, come back to abilities in a minute. If you go to skills, you'll see at the bottom it says power 73, and on the left it's got 7 skill points. So you use your skill points, and to be honest, you could pick and choose what you want. I'm just unlocking pretty much everything because I don't really think that it matters. You can't access all the abilities that you want at any time. You have to work your way towards them. It's a bit like other RPG systems, but I don't think it really matters which order you do it in. You may as well just use up all your points, unlock whatever. It's not going to affect your game that much when it comes to like combat and stealth. It's just a weird sort of complicated way of gradually upgrading all your skills. So I've used up all my skills. My power down there has gone up to 80 now, but obviously that's still a long way off. Where is it? That's still a long way off 160, so you could go and try and raid the place, but there's a good chance that they're going to demolish you quite easily. The Zealots, powerful warrior. See, it doesn't say. What's weird is when you highlight Zealots like this, it doesn't tell you what their power is. It says suggested power 20 down there, but that's for the whole county of Grantabridgeshire, which I think's Cambridge. I think that's the old name for Cambridge, I think. So, I don't know. I don't think you can see how powerful a Zealot is. It tells you their name, tells you about them, but it doesn't seem to tell you their power. Unless it's tied to the county, and it is 20, but I don't think it is. I think they're a lot more powerful than that. So it's best not to mess with Zealots until your power level is equal to theirs. So, yeah. So I was saying about abilities. You'll see treasure marked on the map, and sometimes it'll be a book, and it'll say, I think it's like called a Book of Wisdom, and when you unlock it, it gives you these various abilities, and you can assign them. You can assign 4 to, I think it's at the LB button, which are ranged special attacks, and then 4 to the RB button, which are melee abilities. Then you've got your skills, like I was showing you before, where you get skill points for doing various things, and then you just gradually assign them to all these skill trees. But it's weird, it's not like there's a melee skill tree and then a ranged combat skill tree and a stealth skill tree and stuff like that. They're all sort of mixed up. Yeah, it's weird. It's all sort of mixed up, so you can't really concentrate on one over the other. You kind of... I don't know, it's kind of designed to make you unlock everything gradually, which... not sure if it works that well or not. So inventory, like rations, quiver, berserk, your hood, armor, bow. This is where you swap your weapons out. There's way less weapons sort of available, and getting hold of weapons is a lot harder than in Odyssey, where there were loads, and you pick up loads from enemies as well, I think, and swap them around. I think in this game it kind of limits the amount of weapons available, and then sort of pushes you towards, you know, choosing the one that you like best and then just upgrading that. Which I prefer, to be honest. I mean, this I've upgraded to the maximum, I think. And now I'm on this axe, which I'm gradually upgrading. And you'll see you can add runes to it. So I've got poison build up on it and poison damage, and also when you get a critical hit on someone, the weapon catches fire, so I really like that. And then on the other side I've got a shield equipped. So you can have a shield and basically a two-handed weapon at the same time, which is good. And these are all the sort of crafting items you can collect. What it doesn't show on here, I don't think, is supplies and sort of building materials. So in some of these treasure chests that are highlighted yellow, and definitely at monasteries and abbeys that you attack when you raid, you'll find building supplies, and that's how you build up your camp, your base camp. Your base camp will start off with a few sort of small huts to start with, and you can upgrade those. And then as the game goes on, your camp builds. You'll get the option to build other things like bakeries, fisheries, a stable, hunting hut, houses for people. So yeah, as you amass more supplies, you'll be able to build up your camp, which is quite good, and then that allows for more sort of affects quest opportunities, and it'll give you access to sort of weapons and stuff like that. So taking a look at the map, you'll start in Leicestershire, which is suggested power 20, which you should be just about, by the time you get here, you should be level 20. So you can go all over that county, and the enemies should be your level, sorry, here. Grantabridgeshire is right next door, and that's where one of your first missions will be. The sort of big sort of mission strands where you help out that county. Yeah, and that's Leicestershire again. Which is pretty big. Shropshire I've had a look round, because that's where I live, so I was just interested to see if I could recognise any of the real locations. Gloucestershire's 220, so I'm not going to touch that yet. And you've got 340, good God, where's that? Hamptonshire's 340. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to level 340. Sussex, London's 90, so I presume we'll be going there fairly soon. Essex, maybe not. East Anglia I'm in now, so I'm way over that power level. Oh, it's huge. It goes from down here, like Sussex and Kent, all the way up to Yorkshire. That must be the old spelling of Yorkshire. So there's several counties, and they are massive. Obviously, the scale's different to real life. It's not going to be one-to-one scale, but they're pretty massive. It's a huge game world. Quests, quite simple. This is where they'll list all the active quests, and then you just highlight whichever one you want to concentrate on. Just quickly about the main quests. I mean, these are sort of side quests. The ones at the top here are going to be what I would call the county quests. And you see that symbol with the sword in the map there. At your own camp, in the sort of longhouse at your own camp. If I should show you that now. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Show you the base. At your camp, you'll see the, I think they call it the longhouse. It's just the biggest building. It looks like an upside-down boat. Bit like things that you'll have seen in Skyrim. Because Skyrim is very heavily Viking, sort of Norse influenced. In the longhouse, you'll go to a room where there'll be a big table with a map on it, and it'll show you which of the counties that you're now aligned with. It'll have like a raven statue to show that the Raven clan has helped out that county and it's now aligned. So it's all about making allegiances with the various counties in Britain. So this is the longhouse. This is the camp. I'll show you a bit more of the camp in a minute. But if you want to focus on the main quest, the main story, then you'll come in here.
Greetings.
This is This basically, this map table here.
When you aren't using them.
That is
Shh.
actually a very good idea.
Stop talking. That table where you got the dagger in there. The two. You can look at the table. The two raven statues mean that I have done what I can in that county, and I've helped them out, and we're now aligned with them. So they're our friends. Right, East Anglia's got the knife in it, so that's where I am now. That's the active, like, main quest to help out East Anglia. Oxfordshire and London. So they're both available now. I could go to those and do the main story strands, and then hopefully get some raven statues on there. It's like any other game, you just gradually capture the territory until you've basically got all of them, and then presumably there'll be some kind of end game. Jorvik, that's York up there, and Yorkshire, Nottinghamshire, Shropshire, Leicestershire, Lincolnshire, East Anglia, Cambridgeshire, Oxfordshire, Essex, Kent, Sussex, Hamptonshire, Hampshire, Gloucestershire. So yeah, that's how the main story mission works. What? I mean, you've changed my mind. All right, change his mind. He doesn't want to look at the map. Okay, so that's the main. That's where you tackle your main missions. If you ever, I sort of knew that, but it's so easy to get lost in these games and get sidetracked. That's where you want to go back to if you think you've completed all the main quests and you're wondering why there's no active main quest. It's because you need to go back to that table and decide what to do next. Let's have a quick look around. Settlement. Go up. That was a pig. Oh, it's over there. This is the stable here, so you can change your current steed if you want here, and you can train them so that they get better at doing stuff. I think I've trained them up to the maximum at the moment. I think there's much more I can do. What's this say? Grain farm. So you see there, it gives you buffs and it gives you an increase to armor. The building cost, I think one's like building supplies and the other's called materials. I'm not sure what the difference is, but I've got plenty of the one and not enough of the other, so won't be able to build that yet. But by opening treasure chests and doing raids, you'll be able to get more materials. This is a cattle farm. Haven't got that yet. It's quite a lot. I mean, when you start, there's only a few buildings, but it soon opens up, and there's quite a lot. You'll need to be collecting quite a lot of stuff to open all of them.
Been anywhere interesting lately?
No, not really. That. Cartographer. That looks quite interesting because it'll add things to the map. And the port's down there. That's where your longboat will usually be. That statue there I added. That's like a cosmetic thing, and you can change the look of your boat. Other things. This is the Assassin's Guild, where you go to sort of I wonder if I need to go back here now that I've already...
Eivor, again, your people impress me with your skill.
Give code... Alright, you can collect things to give to them, I think. When you assassinate people, you'll collect medallions. I don't know where the codex pages are.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
So, you have the main mission, I think, the main mission strand, but I think if you wanted to concentrate on just assassinations, like you were playing like a classic Assassin's Creed game, and you weren't interested in the main mission, once you've met that guy that I just saw then in that hut, he's an assassin. He's part of the Assassin's Guild, like the Creed. You meet him and another guy in the first couple of hours when you're still in Norway, and they come with you to Britain, and that's your connection to like the Creed, if you like. You sort of join them, become part of them, And if you go to the order section of the menu here, all these are, I think, potential Templar targets. So basically, you know, you want to be, if you can, taking all these people out. So you can do that at any time. You'll just need to find clues as to who they are and where they are. So all these ones that are greyed out, I don't have enough information on them at the moment. So, but you'll find various clues from doing, I think, from completing various quests, finding things in the world. I think when you kill someone, you might find a clue as to someone else. These are the ones I've killed so far. They're in red. These that have been revealed, they're ones that I know enough about that I can find them and kill them. And then you've got these that I don't know enough about yet. So you could just concentrate on this order screen if you wanted to and just do assassinations. But bear in mind, they're going to be, some of them might be quite powerful, so you might need to just be aware of your power level compared to theirs. Codex, that's just where it stores information. If there's something you need to know and you don't remember being told how to do it in the game, you can just search through these tutorials and they should show you like combat and stuff like that. Inventory, world. So yeah, that's the basics. Apart from that, obviously, just explore if you want to. Be careful of the power level of where you are. You can go into higher power level counties if you want to, but if you get attacked by animals, they're going to be a lot tougher than you are, and they may kill you in a couple of strikes. And if you upset any of the human enemies, they might do the same thing. So let's go back here and just carry on with this mission. God, the size of that thing. Jesus. So we need to go. Oops. Don't know why don't think I need to actually be in the boat.
Who got it?
Silver,
he's there.
livestock, and a trophy from our slain enemy.
Just to kind of set the scene with what's going on here, we're on chapter 3, so it's a sort of a mission strand that's separated into various chapters. This guy Oswald he's meant to be the king of East Anglia, or he's going to be the king of East Anglia. He's going to be marrying a Viking woman. So he's a Saxon, he's marrying a Viking woman with the aim to help sort of tie the two together, you know, bridge the gap between the Saxons and the Vikings and, you know, like forge bonds with them. There was a Viking clan that was attacking them, and the Viking clan attacked my home settlement as well, so that's why I came here, to meet him and to go and sort out those, that rogue Viking clan. But the two brothers, the brothers of the woman that he wants to marry, they're not so sure of him. They're Vikings, and they don't think he's strong enough to be king, and they don't quite respect him enough. So hopefully, now that we have defeated that rogue Viking clan, they'll accept him, and he'll be able to be king of East Anglia. It might not be that easy, but we'll see.
Who said we wanted anything? No battle-dented Dane would ever follow this lump of lord
there you
into
go.
battle. I don't care how many shields he brings me.
You mean to say you refuse my gifts, Broder?
I don't have time for this.
It's a generous offering, brother. You'd be a fool to turn your back.
Refuse this and your shame will stain the name of your sons and their sons beyond.
Stay out of this, wolf-kissed.
Take the gift. We have bigger problems.
Just to quickly mention, Wolf-Kissed, that's Ivor's nickname. Ivor is the main character. He's called Wolf-Kissed because I think he had an encounter when he was young with a wolf, and that's kind of stuck with him. His without going too much into the backstory, it's not really spoilers because you'll find out at the start of the game. His parents are killed by a rival Viking clan leader who you will hunt down and kill when Eivor's older to get revenge. And Eivor has like visions of Odin and this wolf. And I think that sort of carries on throughout the game, this sort of mystical aspect. But you can choose to be a male Eivor or a female Eivor, and the game actually suggests that you choose both, which sounds weird. And at various times you'll switch from a female Eivor to a male Eivor, and I think it's something to do with as you know, in other games you've had like a modern day protagonist, and their memories are what their memories are being accessed to basically see what their ancestors are doing, and you play as their ancestor. So the modern day protagonist, it's a woman, I think she's called Layla or something. I think something to do with the Animus having trouble working out whether Eivor was male or female, and because of this uncertainty it keeps switching. So that's kind of part of the story, I think, that we don't know for definite whether Eivor was male or female. So you can do that, you can go down that path, but I just chose to be a male Eivor just because of the consistency. I just wanted to stay the same all the way through, but it would be interesting to see what it would be like if you did do what the game wants you to do and play as both. But I don't think I'm going to play it through again, so I'll never find out. So yeah.
One of Rued's men.
Aye. Sniffing around the outer walls, looking for an easy way to slip a few dozen men inside.
If there's one scout, there will be more. Something you might have learned if you kept him alive.
I was passing water when he surprised me. It was either him or my plow sword.
Baltus is right. There will be others.
If I had seen any more, I would have killed them too.
Where did you find this one?
Just outside the Northwich walls, by the water's edge.
They will be looking for points of entry to sneak a
Norwich.
herd of raiders through.
Jesus. Find another scout. We'll question him.
I'll look around. The rest of you stay here and out of sight. If I find anyone suspicious, I'll bring him here.
Druid scouts would be camped near their boats outside the city walls. One of them will talk.
Walls of... Locate area. Okay. This is your Raven. It's a bit like in previous games where you could just access your eagle to have a look around, try and spot things. But in this you've got a Raven, and it's not as effective as it used to be. They made you sort of do more. They've stopped it from being too easy, I think, because previously the eagle would just highlight everything that was in a certain area. So you can mark things before you go in. Here it's basically used as a sort of drone, so you can look. But actually locating things is a bit harder, so... Entirely sure what I'm looking for. Well, this looks like the area. I presume I can just go there. If you push in the right stick, it does like sort of scans the area and highlights things. Is this the area?
Survey the area, Sudan.
That character down there looks quite suspicious.
There. Looks like one of Rued's men.
Die now! Wait. What are you doing? I'm just a pig farmer.
You are awfully well armed for a pig farmer. Stay down, muckworm. I have some friends who'd like to speak with you.
Hog tie him!
Down. I tell you, I'm a cow farmer. Let me go, Dane.
You said you were a pig
cow farmer
just
my
moments
ass.
ago.
It is not beyond reason. I tend to many livestock.
You are as Dane as I am. Save your breath, liar.
Not taking any of his shit. How are we gonna get back in the city? Oh yeah, I could have put him on a horse, couldn't I? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like in the other games, the lookout points, the eagles on the map. These, obviously they'll be white to start with if you haven't synchronized, and then they'll turn green. Once they turn green, you'll be able to use them as fast travel points, which is obviously very useful. These anchors as well, these are also fast travel points. And I think when you go there, it spawns your longship there as well, I think. How far away is he? Oh. Not far off. How this is going to work? Well, letting me do it.
Did Ruid send you too? Speak now, and you may live to see tomorrow.
Arger swine.
I won't make you any friends here.
Disgusting.
A scolding like that is a mortal offense, boy. I've killed the bastard.
Yes.
Give him time to act again.
I'll ask once more. Why were you lurking around Norwich's walls?
I came to pay my respects, Lord. To Oswald, the whimpering Saxon ergi of East Anglia.
I could do that all day, you drooling blood bladder. Only give me a reason.
Lick my tongue.
Here's the tongue I use for licking. How does it feel against your ass?
When the braziers lit at Dunwich, Ruid and his men will rally. They mean to attack Northwich by its weakest wall. You English Danes are soft as butter now. Ruid sends his blessing, lady. He'll see you again very soon.
That's enough to go on. Time to die.
What a prick.
That wasn't necessary.
He insulted you before everyone gathered here. You should have struck him down yourself.
Damn right. You're supposed to be king, you can't tolerate that.
I will not have blood spilt needlessly in my kingdom. This has to end.
Alive, this man was a risk.
Valdis, this man spoke as if he knew you.
Ruid was my husband.
Your husband? You're married already?
I was. We've been apart for 5 summers. I never expected to see him here, and I never wanted to.
East Anglia's prosperity depends on our safety and unity. With Ruid's clan stomping around, neither is possible. I must speak with him myself, man to man. There's no place for him in East Anglia. He must hear it from me.
Right. I'll start looking for a new king tomorrow. It was good to know you, Lord.
Rued will eat your lungs for supper, Oswald. Steer clear of him.
If I'm to be a worthy king, I must meet the man who bedevils us. I'll light the brazier at Dunwich and face him when he comes.
You sure you want to do this? Meeting Ruid in the open comes with many risks.
It's the only way. We must face him head on, and we cannot waver.
Come, Oswald. We make for Dunwich.
And of course I will see the lot of you there as well. Else the songs of your cowardice will ring out over the generations. I'm sure you're heading to Dunwich any moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna send them in first.
There, Eivor.
Cannon fodder.
For us, steward.
Need I remind you, Wags, what Halfdan will do with us if East Anglia falls into Rued's hands?
Oh, so health in this game. Just picking up food and berries and stuff in the wild will increase your health, and if you pick up extra, it'll create rations, so that when you get hurt, you sort of press right on the D-pad and you'll use a ration, so it's a pretty good system, I think. It's pretty easy to remember. You've got to keep remembering to top up your rations with food. Right. Where do I need to go? Shite, it's down there. So here's one thing that hasn't changed since the very first Assassin's Creed. Leap of faith. Wow, that's quite pretty. Yes, these berry bushes. That's where you can pick up extra food. Our rations are full now. Nothing in there? I think I've been here before then.
Dunwich. Rued's men tore through it.
Those are enemies there, but they don't seem particularly fussed.
Eivor, you made it. Dunwich.
It is time to light the brazier.
I'll light it. You do the talking.
Brother Valdis and I will scout the dock. Make sure there are no surprises.
Oswald and I will hold here until the brazier is lit.
The front gate is heavily guarded. You'll not be walking in.
I'll find my own way.
We'll be watching you back.
I could quite happily go in through the front door, to be honest.
Dunwich. Now to clear out Rued's men and light that brazier.
I want to be out there, raiding and pillaging, not here, scratching my thighs.
I know Björngel. He'll be drunk and sober 6 times before he's back.
Die!
You look dead tired.
Lead you.
What annoys me about these archers is they keep backing away faster than you can actually get to them. So sometimes with archers you just have to use arrows. So you get, with melee, you get RB for fast attacks and the RT, the trigger, for more powerful attacks. Where you see parts of the enemy's bodies are highlighted in orange, like a sort of orangey yellow, that's their weak spot, so if you hit them there, you get more damage. And then it's the LT trigger to aim your bow, and then RT to actually fire it. He didn't seem particularly bothered.
Coward, aren't you?
Off you go! There's only one way out! You can counter by pressing LB, and if you time it, I think you're supposed to time it for when they're about to hit you, but I just mash the button and it still seems to work. They're about to strike me, just mash LB and it'll then sometimes knock them down, or if they're weak enough, it'll give you the option to do a finishing move on them, which is normally pushing in the right stick. Ooh, some treasure down there. Oh, someone else wants some? Where is he? Ooh, cheeky. Get in there.
Come on, then.
Oh, cheeky fucker.
Stretch the knee thing.
Go down somehow. A treasure. Sure. What did you do that for? Oh, not having that. Oh, lovely. I. And off that wall. Where's that person that's shouting for help? I can't see them. Alright then.
Shoot! No!
That's the last of them. Once the brazier is lit, the rest of Rued's men should arrive.
Some treasure. Oh. Found a secret way in. It's not much use now. Ah, so it looks like there's a book of wisdom in here somewhere. How'd you get down there though? Where is he?
Over here! Help! Help!
Oh, you are.
You've done me a good turn.
Alright, where's this brazier? Oh, okay.
Odin gives me a bargain. A few dead men at my feet in exchange for a ripe East Anglia, and my wife returned. What a day! You. I don't know you.
Any questions you have, you ask the King of East Anglia, and bend the knee while you do.
Who called for me? Was it you, Valdis, my love?
Why would I call you now, after 5 happy years away from your stinking falls?
I called you, Ruid.
You? Oswald, the hopeful King of East Anglia?
And Valdis's husband-to-be. Take your men and go. East Anglia is strong with Saxons and Danes united. It will not fall to raiders.
Must I set sail for Denmark with nothing to show for the journey, after coming all this way?
You'll have my weight in silver. And an abundance of livestock and grain.
I've taken 10 times that already. What's the real prize? I'll make you an offer, Bigfoot. A home gang, just you and me, for the future of your kingdom.
Oh dear. That means a fight.
I accept. I accept. A fight to the death.
East Anglia's the prize. Let it be heard.
It's not a good
The
idea.
hazel is laid. The square is made.
When you see a chance, lead Valdis and the brothers to safety. They must not fight today. East Anglia needs them.
Let me be your champion.
No. He called on me.
Whenever you're ready, King of Sheep Sick.
I'm ready!
Now the Saxon king has bent the knee. Call me king before I got you. Fighting dirty, are you? King Ruid commands you to die!
Oswald!
Call me king!
Fuck. Ooh.
Go! Now!
Run for the bridge!
Go! Go! Go!
Move!
I'm going!
Take a photo? It's not the right time for taking photos. Ooh.
You merit the blood eagle!
Jesus, how many are there? Yeah, fuck this. Be here all day. iron you can collect from these things, which helps upgrade weapons and stuff.
They're breaking off.
They've given up for now.
That puts some distance between us. We can rest a moment.
By Thor, he fought well. Raging like a bonfire.
We should go back.
Wow, I'm going to end it there. Interesting to see what happens next. I guess you'll have to play it to find out. So yeah, that's just a sort of overview of what it's like to play a mission and what like the main mechanics are. I've really enjoyed these main missions so far. They're all kind of similar to this, but obviously they're all different stories, different people, locations. I think it works really well. But like I said, you can focus on these and just do these, or you can focus on the assassinations or mix them up like I do and add some exploration in as well. It's all good. I think it's all good. I think it's a very well designed game and it's enjoyable. So that's it for now. That's it for our look at Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Thanks for watching.
Why would I call you now, after 5 happy years away from your stinking balls?